Whether you have seen them a million times or somehow missed them until now, these classic movies deserve a spot in your steaming queue. Classic movies have a special place in our hearts. They are trailblazers, of course, true originals that rank among the best movies of all time, have become cultural touchstones and set the bar for everything that follows. Whether they make you laugh, cry, or want to sleep with the lights on, you'll be thinking of them long after the credits roll. But the best thing about them is that you will happily watch them again and again and again. Let's take a look at top 5 Hollywood movies ever made. Welcome to my channel FADA. Other than being a cinematic masterpiece, why has The Shawshank Redemption been consistently ranked as IMDb's top movie? Released in 1994 and based on a short story by Stephen King at a time when filmmakers were clamoring to adapt the author's work, The Shawshank Redemption stars Tim Robbins as Andy Dufresne, a banker who discovers his wife is having an affair and is falsely imprisoned for murdering both her and the secret lover. While serving time in Shawshank, Andy navigates the ins and outs of the prison life and befriends Red, the character played by Morgan Freeman, but his calm demeanor hides an inner determination to escape.
Remember, Red, hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. I will be hoping that this letter finds you, and finds you well. Your friend, Andy.
The best movie of all time discussion is inherently subjective, but of all the possible contenders, The Shawshank Redemption is the film in which most people will find something to enjoy. Director Francis Ford Coppola's 1972 gangster film The Godfather is part of a trilogy based on the best-selling novel of the same name by Mario Puzo, released in 1969. The movie follows the Corleone family, who are Italian migrants, over the course of 10 years, and the reluctant rise to the power of Vito Corleone's youngest son, Michael, who had been part of Marines during the World War II. The film has been regarded as culturally, historically, aesthetically significant by the US Film Registry.
What have I done to make you treat me so disrespectfully? If you'd come to me in friendship, then the scum that ruined your daughter would be suffering this very day. And if by chance an honest man like yourself should make enemies, then he would become my enemies. And then they would fear you. If by chance an honest man like yourself should make enemies, then he would become my enemies. And then they would fear you.
Be my friend? Godfather?
With his 1972 classic, Coppola really changed the Hollywood film scene and paved the way for many such gangster or mafia films to be made that took a different perspective than the ones made before The Godfather. To this date, one cannot deny the remarkable influence The Godfather has left on the films and pop culture. Set in the 1930s, The Green Mile is narrated by Paul Edgecombe, played by Tom Hanks, in the style of a flashback, and he talks about his time working on death row, or as he and his colleagues renamed it, The Green Mile, for its faded lime green decor. The story centers on Edgecombe and his prison guard colleagues as he deal with the different types of inmates on the mile. When 7-feet John Coffey arrives on the mile accused of child rape and murder, the guards are wary, but come to realize that not only is he a gentle giant, but he has a unique and remarkable gift. And could he even be innocent?
I want it to be over and done with. I do. I'm tired, boss. Tired of being on the road lonely as a sparrow in the rain. I'm tired of never having me a buddy to be with, to tell me where we's going to, coming from, or why. Mostly I'm tired of people being ugly to each other. I'm tired of all the pain I feel and hear in the world every day. There's too much of it.
This film is undoubtedly a classic, mainly because it challenges the preconceptions that people had about race and crime itself during this period in America. Knowing that black people were widely seen as inferior citizens in the US during this time makes the audience more aware of Coffey's resilience to the unfair fate he is dealt. My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. This introductory phase has marked several generations and placed Forrest Gump, played by young Tom Hanks, on the list of the most cherished characters in American cinema. Forrest Gump is the story of a man nicknamed a wise fool in his native Alabama who unwittingly became a key player in several major events in American history between 1950s and 1980s. From John Kennedy to Elvis Presley, Gump crossed paths with many political and cultural figures whom he influenced in spite of himself and lived through the Vietnam War, demonstration of the rights of African Americans, and the emergence of AIDS. Love the movie unconditionally or distrust its motives. Either way, wouldn't it be nice if this summer had a drama as ambitious as Forrest Gump hanging around in theaters for months, sparking conversations? Think about it.
His name's Forrest.
Like me.
I named him after his daddy.
He got a daddy named Forrest, too?
You're his daddy, Forrest.
Final one, The Dark Knight, is a 2008 superhero film directed by Christopher Nolan from a screenplay he co-wrote with his brother Jonathan. Based on the DC Comics superhero Batman, it is a sequel to Batman Begins and the second installment in the Dark Knight trilogy. The plot follows the vigilante Batman, Police Lieutenant James Gordon, and District Attorney Harvey Dent, who form an alliance to dismantle organized crime in Gotham City. Their efforts are derailed by Joker, an anarchistic mastermind who seeks to test how far Batman will go to save the city from chaos.
Never start with the head. The victim gets all fuzzy. He can't feel the next. See?
You wanted me. Here I am.
I wanted to see what you'd do. And you didn't disappoint. You let 5 people die.
The Dark Knight is the clearest rendering of the reason superhero movies have exploded in the American imagination with renewed vigor in the 21st century. Since its release, The Dark Knight has been assessed as one of the greatest superhero films ever made, one of the best films of the 2000s, and one of the best films ever made. With that, we came to the end of this video. Which of these movies is your favorite one? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and press the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any new content. See you soon.